Hello, I wanted to talk to you about a global artifact that shows cultural diversity the world over, regardless of age, gender, disability, or nationality. We collectively compete in games on a global stage despite our differences. Communication on a global stage takes many forms. However, when we think of one item that can bring us together in celebration despite our differences, the cultural artifact that comes to mind is the Olympics. Communication on such a diverse stage with many people of many cultures and backgrounds and how this takes place is a feat in the communication sector. The Olympic Games have diversity and celebrate cultures within each country while competing on a coveted global stage. Now let's look at the symbols and the vision of the Olympics. This is a major part of this cultural artifact. The Olympic symbol of the torch and rings bring a sense of awe and wonder every time they're displayed. They are the untarnished global symbol of cohesion amongst us on every continent. It is those very symbols that bring us together as a global community. It's the symbols and the meaning behind those symbols that have diverse staying power. The communication and message of the Olympics is managed by the International Olympics Committee. Per the IOC in 2021, the vision of the International Olympics Committee is to build a better world through sport. Who doesn't like that? Olympics.com has this to say about their symbol in 2021. The Olympic symbol, widely known throughout the world as the Olympic rings, is the visual ambassador of Olympism for billions of people. Based on the design first created by Pierre de Coubertin, the Olympic rings remains a global representation of the Olympic movement and its activity. Pierre's name is the only individual that's seen in this charter. This name is a reference to the Olympics' historical longevity. The symbol shows cultural diversity around the world. This symbol is what stands and shows celebration of sports around the world. Now that we've covered the cultural artifact, let's talk about the small group and the global stage. There is a small group that is responsible for the Olympics. The communication that takes place within this group is very intricate. The world is so diverse. How can one group of people communicate on a global stage and have so many supporters, competitors, joys, tears, and frustration? And all of this is showcased for the world to see and broadcast to billions of people. The opening of the games inspires wonder over the globe. Worldviews are portrayed inside the country that is hosting them. The country hosting becomes the center stage collectively for the globe. Britannica Encyclopedia states the IOC is responsible for maintaining regular celebration of the Olympic Games, seeing that the Olympic Games are carried out in spirit inspired by their rivalry, and promoting the development of sports throughout the world. Clear, organized communication plays an integral part in staging the Olympics. This small group is what makes up clear, organized communication for the Olympics. Now that we've covered the IOC, we're going to cover the governance within the Olympics.
Daddy?
What do you think it is that makes the IOC work so well with communication on a global platform? Do you think it's the documentation that plays a major role in unity for the participants? Documentation for the Olympics creates a symbolic effect, much like the untarnished symbol. This charter does not display any names of who made it. The document is not individualistic in its design. Its main focus is the goal of the Olympics. The charter only displays a sense of unity, published by the International Olympic Committee. Much like competitors are considered Olympians as a whole, unity and harmony is the global stage. Individualism is replaced by collectivism within the rules and documents. The awards are individualistic in their design, with collectivism and viewers sharing the joys and frustrations around the world. If you can hand me that medal behind you, Nicholas, there's a medal right there. You want to hand that to me? Thank you. Pick one. This medal is my visual here. It showcases that a group came together for a purpose. It's individualistic because of the time I placed in running this race. It was the Roseville Crime Stoppers. But you see how the award creates this individualistic feel for me. However, the community came together to form this Roseville Crime Stoppers race on the 4th of July. Thanks, Nick. That's all I needed. One of the missions and roles of the Olympics Charter is quoted here. 1, to encourage and promote the promotion of ethics and good governance in sports as well as education of youth through sports, and to dedicate its efforts to ensuring that in sport the spirit of fair play prevails and violence is banned. Inside the Olympics Charter is a section on measures and sanctions, disciplinary procedures, and dispute resolutions. The agenda of sports and rules of the game are written down here in this quote. The Olympic Charters and its codification of the fundamental principles of Olympianism, rules and bylaws are adopted by the International Olympic Committee. It governs the organization, actions, and operations of the Olympic movement and sets forth the conditions for the celebration of the Olympic Games. Here is one of the rules on the torch. It is a design that has since become enshrined in Rule 13 of the Olympic Charter, which states the Olympic flame is the flame which will be kindled in Olympia under the authority of the IOC. The word movement creates a unity, and the word kindle creates the fire amongst us for recognition and respect that comes together in witnessing the symbolic Olympic torch. To see the Olympic Charter and agree to it stirs the emotion amongst the competitors for recognition and respect that all come with competing and with the agreement of the rules of the Olympics. The competitors are now rebirthed as Olympians, sharing in a common goal, and that is the movement. Their individualism on the global stage will be restored only if an award is issued. Now that we've covered the rules and bylaws, let's review how documents play a role. Okay. This global cultural artifact, that is the Olympics, has history that goes back many years, showing the games have weathered the test of times. The globe has so many differences, yet still has the ability to work together with such diverse cultures and backgrounds. Per the editors of History.com, the Olympic Games originated in ancient Greece 3,000 years ago. The Olympics is our cultural artifact. The one per Japan's website, it has to say in 2021 about the Olympics showcase the ability of such a diverse world to celebrate as one. Per Japan's website, it has this to say about 2021's Olympic torch design. The torch has been designed so it easily be handled regardless of age, race, gender, or nationality. For example, it features a mark indicating the front of the torch for people that are visually impaired. The Olympics are designed for global cultural diversity. The 2020 Olympic torch is designed for diversity. The Olympics are our world's cultural artifact that has weathered the test of time. Thank you for coming today.